Hey everybody, it's me, Wandering Ron. I just decided to make a quick video of me doing some remodeling. When I very first got the van, one of the ideas I had in my head was being able to take a shower. And I had looked at a bunch of different builds and had a bunch of different ideas on what I should do and how I should do it. And I really couldn't figure anything out. So what I ended up doing was getting a hot water heater drain pan. That's what you can see there at the bottom, that big square thing with the ridges in it. That's my shower pan. And what I did was I drilled a hole in the side and put a tube in there so that the water can drain. And I elevated it towards the front and on one side so all the water can drain down towards the hole. I've used it 2 or 3 times so far. It works pretty well. I'm still trying to figure out how to get a like a shower head in there, or an actual pump system. But this is just a video of me cutting the wood and trying my best to get a straight line. I can't cut a straight line for crap, but I'm just using what I have to work with. A lot of people spend so much money and so much effort and to make these vans, and they make them nice. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of these vans are nice and they're expensive, but I don't have that money. I don't have those kind of tools. Hell, I don't even have the experience. I mean, you can see me here doing what I'm doing now, and it's not a good job by any means. I mean, and what I have set up barely works. Here in a few minutes, I believe I'll pause the time lapse and show you guys what I'm done. But I spent a lot of time on this, trying to figure out how to get the back wall up, and like I said, I don't have the right tools, so it's really hard to do anything. But I was doing this part right here, and I was getting really frustrated because I was having such a hard time getting part of it screwed in. But I believe
okay.
Cut it now. I had to take a break there. I was getting frustrated, but I was able to get it in there and secure it. It's pretty sturdy. I'm gonna get my door back here. Next, get that wasp out of there. Good Lord, help me. Get out. Well, anyway, next thing I got to do is put a piece going from here up to the top of that board right there to match the curve, and it'll give me a good position a good place to start doing the insides again. Gosh, this is a lot of work. It'd be so much easier if I had the money to buy the right tools and stuff, but we're getting there. And look at the AC. Okay, so I believe I had gotten the rest of the shower put up. I don't think I didn't record it because it was such a pain in the butt of a process, but I'll show you guys that later. In this little section, I'm doing something in the front of my van. Like when you walk and you see where I am right behind the passenger seat, I'm trying to build a wall or like a partition, because I have a bunch of stuff that I use a lot, like my book bags and my tool belt and stuff. And I wanted a place where I could have it easily accessible, but I have to go into the back of the van or get out and go around to the side and dig around to find the stuff that I need. I wanted everything to be easily accessible, and this is me just cutting this piece of wood. I had to cut this wood so many times to fit in there. It wasn't quite short enough. And by the way, all the wood I have that you see me using in these videos, all this wood was free. I found it on the side of the roads, behind Lowe's, behind a Food Line or a Walmart or something like that. And I just used what I have and to make it work. I know a lot of people spend a lot of money on these builds, but I can't do that. I don't have the money. I'm barely able to do the basic things that I need to do to take care of myself. On a really good note, yesterday I was able to get the epidural shot. So, and last night was the first night of sleep I've had in a long time where I I was tossing and turning still, but I wasn't hurting. Like the more I tossed and turned and stretched, the less pain I was in. And this morning I woke up about 2 o'clock, and I felt great. And I started cleaning up in my van, and I've done a few more changes in my van too, and I'll make another video about that. But yeah, this is just me trying to get this partition up. It was so hot, I was sweating my balls off. But yeah, I'm just trying to get this partition set up so that I can, better insulate the living area of the cab. Yep. Thank you for watching. This is Wanderer Ron, out.